Edwin Liddy here with the Liddy Real Estate Group, bringing you a new segment, something that I'm excited to actually to introduce you to as the monthly market report. Just trying to stay abreast upon what's going on in the market, the real estate market. And I want to make sure I get that information out there to you, the end viewer, so that you can have a great understanding of what's happening. All right, so I'm gonna come up with a name at some point, but for right now, I just want to get into this because I got some information I'd like to share, and I think it'll be useful. I've been having a lot of conversations with investors and buyers and a couple of serious people that spend some big bucks, and they were really concerned with rumors of what may be transpiring in the upcoming future as far as real estate, what's happening, what they think is going to happen next year, the year after that, as far as they're all hearing rumors of a recession. And I just wanted to share some information because I got a lot of information that I want to cover. So first off, let's cover this whole section right here as far as the recession, all right? So economists are pushing back the recession timetable, as you can see in this chart. If you remember about a year ago, pretty much the Wall Street Journal did a survey and they were saying about 50% of the survey that they did expected a recession to actually happen in 2020. Well, according to these numbers, a recent poll that was done by Wall Street Journal, the numbers actually changed. Now they're saying there are less people that feel 2020 will actually have a recession. They're feeling that recession may actually happen, if not next year in 2020, maybe in 2021, even 2022, which is a good thing. They're not saying that it won't happen at all, but they're also saying that if it does happen, chances are we won't even feel it. Goldman Sachs actually released a comment saying we're reasonably confident that the U.S. growth is improving the sharp drop in mortgage rates and has reinvigorated the housing recovery after a slowdown in 2018 and early 2019. The structural overlook is also strong as the level of building remains active, well below demographic demand, which is a great thing. And then Jonathan Kanarick, he's a COO of BuildFacts. He said, amidst concerns of a recession, it's promising to see the housing market responding to the impact of mortgage rate decreases and other positive moves in the market. If housing continues to show the promise of growth or even a leveling off, which I spoke about with a couple of people, then this activity has the potential to stimulate the larger economy. The consumers are actually experiencing greater buying power and increased affordability. That was by Greg Ugadale, the NAHB chairman. So in a nutshell, yeah, we're probably going to have a recession at some point. Maybe next year, maybe the year after that. But the economy is so strong, the real estate economy is so strong that it's driving everything. Right now, the interest rates are so low, incomparable to 2008, or even before that, where they were just so high that it's not only is it a good time to buy, but because the interest rates are so low and people actually are making more money now, you're in a situation where you can afford more house than you could afford before. The only issue is really there aren't enough homes for sale. There's not enough inventory. And that should also go a long way with homeowners who actually have homes on the market for sale and it's not selling, your listing gets expired. Don't get distressed or sad or anything like that. You just need to get with the right person that's going to help get your house sold. There are many different reasons why a house doesn't sell. So don't get caught up in a bubble with one person telling you one way, hey, the reason it didn't sell is because of this. Talk to an expert. You can call me and we can talk about, give you my honest opinion, what I think about, your house, why it didn't sell, et cetera, but that's a one-off, so call me and we'll talk about that. Porch.com actually did a survey as well, And you're looking at this graph right now, Americans actually choose real estate as the safest investment. So they're saying that they believe that real estate is the safest investment over having a savings account, investing in gold, U.S. bonds, or the U.S. stocks, which is amazing. Now, don't be afraid to get into real estate, to buy a house. Don't be afraid to buy a house. It's a great investment. The economy is strong. And as a matter of fact, all of the talk about a recession, if we do have a recession, it's not going to be based upon the housing market. All right, it's based off of the stock market. What I also wanted to talk about is rent. So the median rent values have gone up dramatically. The Zillow Rent Index, looking at the chart from 2012, if you look at January 2012 to today, you're talking about the median rent went up from $1,300 to over $1,600 a month. So what are you waiting for? The longer you wait, the more you pay in rent. I've got clients that purchased a home this year and they've already got equity. And that simply means that they paid X amount of money for the house, and because that's what it was worth. And since they've gotten to the house, the value has just continued to rise. So it continues to go up and up and up and up. And then you think about they're paying the mortgage down and down and down and down. So the difference between the value and what they actually owe, that's the equity. Okay, so that's value in the house. Now, you can do a lot of things with the equity in your home. There are a lot of people who have plenty of equity, and maybe you have a lot of outstanding credit card debt, or student loans, or whatever it is. Let's just say you need money to actually clear up some debt. You may want to think about doing a cash refinance on your house. Not only can you possibly lower your interest rate, but you can actually pull money out of the equity portion of your home, pay off those bills, and now you still only have one payment that you got to deal with, and possibly be debt free. So it's something for you to think about. Last thing I really wanted to cover was, you really need to consider having a realtor represent you. The majority of people right now that are buying homes, they're actually using the internet to find their house, but they're not using the internet to buy their house. So a survey was done by NAR, the National Association of Realtors. As of today, over 50% of the people that are buying houses find their home on the internet. But 89% of them are still using an agent to buy those very homes. And it's very important. Understand this. NAR actually did another survey. 9 out of 10 buyers use an agent. And you got to understand that as an agent, we are responsible for doing a lot of stuff, but we take the stress. We try to take as much stress out of the process as possible. Some of the things that we do as an agent, we negotiate. We negotiate with the buyer, with the seller's agent, with attorneys, with the home inspection company, with the termite company, with the lenders, with the appraiser. We interact with the title company to make sure the transaction goes smoother. Those are just a few of some of the things. But let me give you 5 real good reasons why you should hire a real estate professional. Is one, we're here to help with all disclosures and paperwork necessary in today's heavily regulated environment. We're well educated in real estate and experienced with the entire sales process. We act as a buffer in negotiations with all parties throughout the entire transactions. We help you understand today's real estate values when setting the price on a listing or an offer to purchase. And simply and effectively, we explain today's real estate headline and we decipher what they mean to you. All right? I hope this helps. This is something I'm going to be doing going forward, just giving you snippets once a month, just a market update about what's going on to keep you abreast. And again, when you're looking for information, check us out, the Liddy Real Estate Group. We are brokered by JP and Associate Realtors. We are out of South Lake. We're here to help. Give us a call. We're trusted, respected, and recommended. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.